What's happening, man? How's everybody doing, man? How is everybody doing, man? What's crack-a-lacking, man? What's crack-a-lacking, man? I don't know, man. I can't call it. It snowed. It's snowing here in PA, man. It snowed, man. So I don't know. The Wi-Fi is all jacked up. Wi-Fi is all jacked up over here, man. In this part of PA, man. Wi-Fi is all jacked up, man. Wi-Fi is all jacked up over here, man. Shout out to Couch. Couch in the building. What's cracking, man? I don't know what's going on with this Wi-Fi over here, man. It's crazy. Um, Shout out to everybody watching, man. Wherever you watching that, man. It's not a lot of. I might do something. Let me see something, man. Even maybe I would. Yeah, man. We ain't gonna have to hear about. We ain't have to hear about that Epstein crap no more. Now that Clinton is involved, man. They done nabbed Clinton, man. We ain't got to hear about that no more, man. He said, dang, you are huge, bro. Yeah, man. Uh, uh, yes, man. Yes, sir. But yeah, we ain't gonna have to we ain't have to hear about we don't have to hear about about Epstein no more, man. You heard me? No more, man. The Epstein thing is over, man. They done got the Democrat. They got these Democrats. They got the well, Carter passed away, so now they got the senior Democrat president and all involved in all of that crap. Involved in the senior Democrat president Clinton, man. Clinton. They got Clinton red-handed, man. I don't know what's going on with it. Yeah, they look for anything to find Trump. I knew this was gonna happen. I told y'all this was gonna happen. They gonna find a bunch of Democrats in there and then they gonna drop it. They gonna drop. Listen, this Epstein thing is over. As far as being a national story, it's a wrap. I just washed some dishes. I gotta loosen them. But yeah, as far as it being a national story, it's over. He said, "No fat shame." I'm not really fat though. Like if you see me, I'm very. If you see me in real life, I'm not like big that big. I'm only like I'm 270, 280. on this computer. Like the Wi-Fi is that bad, man. Because I don't know what it snowed. It was good all day. Then it snowed, and now you really can't do anything with this shit. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can do something. Let me see if I can figure something out. Um, man, it's rough, Jack. Still support the channel, man. Still support the channel. Still support the channel, man. Jeez. But yeah, this whole thing, man. We're not gonna hear any more about any of this crap, man. We're not gonna hear any more about any of this crap anymore. This Epstein story is dead. Dead. Okay? This Epstein story is dead. Let me see if I can get a. Let me see if I can get. I can get. Let me see if I can get do something now. Damn, it's rough out here in these streets, man. It's rough in these goddamn Why We are in the building. I'm back, man. I'm sorry about that, guys. This Wi-Fi is crazy over here in PA, man. It's crazy, man. I don't know what's going on with this Wi-Fi, man. Like seriously, man. I don't know what's going on with it. It's like serious, man. I don't know what's going on with this Wi-Fi. I don't know what's going on with it. Salute, man. Um, crazy, man. Let me see if I can play a video, man. Let me see if I can play something, man. Let me see if I can play something, man. Okay, here we go. I think we in business, man. I think we in business, man. I think we in business, yo. I think we are in business, man. I think we're in business, man. I think we're in business, man. Yeah. They got my man Billy, man. They got Billy, man. Billy the Kid. William. Damn, William. They got William in there. They got pictures of William, man. This Epstein thing is over. Who thinks that they're gonna keep talking about this now, man? I'm just curious, man. Who thinks that they're gonna keep talking about this now? I want to know, man. I want to know who thinks they still gonna keep talking about this. Chris Tucker, man. They got Chris Tucker in that motherfucker, man. Listen, I will say this, man. I will say this. Just because you in this stuff don't mean that you was doing messing with kids, man. Just because you went to the wealthy man's party don't mean you were part of the after party. Just because you went to the party don't mean you was part of the after party. Doesn't mean anything, man. I don't think everybody you see in these now Bill's in all of the pictures, but I don't think people that just came to it. You could have got invited to it. You know, they could have been like, hey, Jeffrey Epstein's having a party, and you went. You drank some beers, you chopped it up with all the other celebrities, and then you went the fuck home, man. You chopped it up with all the celebrities and you went the fuck home. Mm. Charles just join up, man. Poor dogs, man. I feel sorry for those dogs, man. What happened to them dogs, man? I don't think Jeffrey been accused of that. Salute to everybody out there, man. Take the challenge, man. Take the pledge. We working on people support this channel, man. It's a lot going on. I ain't even gonna tell you. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. I ain't even gonna tell you. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's a lot going on in the country tonight, man. It's a lot going on in the country tonight, man. But people seem to be enamored with this Jeffrey Epstein crap. How old is this girl? If this girl's, I mean, how old is this girl? She looked like some people. You know what? Some women think that it's creepy for a guy that's like 60 to date a 25-year-old. What do you guys think? Do you think it's creepy for a man in his 60s to date a woman in her 20s? Because my motto is if they're older than 18, it's all good. But I've heard people saying like, like it's still creepy for older men to date really young women. He said Michael Jackson was not a pedo. I don't know, man. I wasn't there, man. I'm hoping he not, but if he was, man. Hung around a lot of little kids, man. My thing is just don't hang around kids and you don't gotta worry about none of this crap. Let's keep it a buck, man. Let's keep it a thou wow, y'all. Let's just keep it 1,000, y'all. If you don't hang around kids, you ain't gotta worry about none of this crap. Let's keep it 1,000, man. Mike wasn't no victim. Mike was hanging around. Oh, shit. Damn. But I don't know what this means. What does this mean? None of this means anything. Like, Jeffrey Epstein's a billionaire, right? He's very rich, right? He's a very rich guy. Who wouldn't want to party with presidents, man? Like, if Jeffrey Epstein is throwing parties and the presidents are there, or the former presidents are there, and and Michael Jackson's there, hey, man, yeah, we party. We having a party tonight. Oh, for word, who gonna be there? Bill Clinton and Michael Jackson. You want to come? Sure, man. Like, come on, man. He this guy throwing parties with Bill Clinton and Michael Jackson. Other celebrities are gonna come. It doesn't mean they did any creepy shit. Doesn't mean they stayed for the after party. I don't believe that. Mick Jagger. You think? I mean, we know Mick Jagger does love young women. We know he does. Mick loves them young though. That's for sure. But we don't know how young Mick loves them, man. We don't know how young Mick loves them, man. We don't know how young Mick loves them. Mick could love him 18, man. Mick old, Jack. The Rolling Stone. They could go. They could do a show today and have fucking fill out a stadium and shit. Those motherfuckers. The Stones. I don't really like the Stones like that. I'm not saying I don't like them, but I mean, like, I did not like something. I was like, oh man, I gotta listen to some Rolling Stones, man. Nah, my group is the Eagles. I love the Eagles from those days. As far as, like, white bands that you would call rock, I like the Eagles, man. The Eagles are that's more my taste for those days, for that era. You said how many chicken tenders your ass weigh? A lot, man. I weigh a lot of chicken tenders, man. A lot of chicken tenders, man. He said, "Do you have wake apnea?" The man said, "Wake apnea." God damn it, that's crazy. Um, yeah. Nah, I'm just responding to dude on Kick. Dude on Kick roasted me and shit. You said your era with white music was Guns N' Roses. Yeah, I like Guns N' Roses. Yeah, Guns N' Roses. They're good. Yeah. I mean, that's probably like my era. Yeah, but I was speaking more of like the '70s in the early '80s. I like the Eagles. But if you talk about my era, like the '90s, late '80s, '90s, that's my era. The white groups I like, um, I would probably say, um, whew, I like a lot of songs. I like a lot of songs and hits from those eras. I can't say it would be one band that I just listen to religiously, like buy all their albums. But I like all the hits, man, from that era. I like all the hits, man. You know the songs, man. You know them all. You know all the hit songs from that era. Um, I like all the hits. I can't say it's one group that I like. Like with hip hop, like I like Wu Tang, right? That's like a group that I like. But I don't think I like any rock group the way I like Wu Tang. But I like all the hits, man. All the hits. I was listening to No Doubt today, man. Don't speak. I know what you're thinking, and I don't need your reasons. Don't tell me cause it hurts. Don't speak. I was listening to that song a lot. Uh, I was listening to Mr. Jones the other day. Mr. Jones and me. Listen, I like all the hits, man. I like all the hits from those days, man. The hits. I don't necessarily know if I like a particular group that much. Tom Petty, Aerosmith from the 70s and into the 90s. Yeah, listen. Free Falling is a great song, man. That song, I I I think that song kind of crossed him over into the mainstream. Free Falling, because everybody can relate to that song. Free Falling. That's a great song. Everybody can relate to that. That's probably the only Tom Petty song that I listen to. Free Falling. I love R&B. I think R&B is my favorite genre. R&B is my favorite genre. Even though I make a lot of country music, I have a lot of R&B songs that I haven't made yet. I got a ton of R&B songs that I haven't um, brought to life yet. Actually, I need to do one. There's one R&B song that I got that I need to do. I wrote it like 25 years ago. No, I'll say 22 years ago. I wrote it 22 years ago. I think I need to bring that one to life. That's probably something I need to do soon. Need to work with an R&B producer and bring that one to life. But most of the songs I've made have been country. This Christmas song, the last song I made. Oh yeah, make sure you check out my new song, man. Make sure you check out my new song. If press one if you've uh, press one if you've listened to my new song, man. Press one. My new song is available on Spotify, everywhere you buy music, man. Um, let me yeah, I love music, man. Being as a songwriter, man, I definitely think about music a lot, think about songs a lot, think about me coming with different ideas. Have a lot of yeah. My song is doing pretty well, man. I'm not even gonna lie, man. I'm getting in some playlists on I'm getting in some nice playlists on Spotify. I'm getting in some nice playlists on Spotify, man. Salute to everybody out there, man. You said you must got the itis because the stream just started and I'm already out of it. Who said I'm out of it? What are you talking about? I'm not out of it. What are you talking about, man? I mean, I'm out of it. I'm not out of it. What are you talking about? I listen to everything. Yeah, and music is music. One thing about me, man, my mom, when I grew up, when I was growing up, my mom listened to all type of music. She had all the records, you know. I listened to everything, man. Nita Baker, Luther Vandross, Nita Baker, and Luther Vandross was always playing in our house and in the car. Um, Tina Turner, Michael Franks, Frankie Beverly and Mays. Quincy Jones. That's why Quincy Jones inspired me a lot because he made he made me feel like I could make music without being a performer. You know, that's one thing Quincy Jones did because Quincy never performs on any of his songs. He produces them. Don't get me wrong, but he doesn't. He's not a vocalist, and seeing how Quincy Jones made a career for himself without being a vocalist, it made me feel like, damn, I could actually make my songs and just get a vocalist to sing them. You know, get a vocalist to sing them. But I could come up with all the melodies and the harmonies and the words and the arrangement and get a vocalist to sing it and still produce it, put it out as my song. You know what I mean? He said I look like the human personification of the itis. God damn. I'm not that big, man. I'm telling you, man. If you see me in real life, you can be like, damn. I look. I'm just brolic, man. I'm brolic, but I'm not like. I see guys bigger than me all the time. I see guys bigger than me all the time. I'm like a fucking edge rusher. I'm not no offensive lineman. I'm like an edge rusher. This is live, man. This is live and direct. He said, "Bro built Asmodeus from what the fuck that is." He said, he said, "Don't listen to haters. Understand your black man." Yeah, man, it's tough being black, man. It's tough being black, man. Being black, man. Oh, speaking of that, let me show you. It's This was funny, man. I ain't gonna lie. This is funny. Hopefully I saved it, man. Where is this guy? This nut nigga. Here he is, right here. Here you go, right here.
I'm tired of being musically profiled in Ubers. It's a Sunday. Go to walk my son's dog. Get in the Uber. Just some regular, like, I think it was like pop or something was on. Man, as says hello, doesn't even ask me. He just changes the radio. First song, All Eyes on Me by Tupac. That's not even one of the songs I listened to from that album. Then he plays Many Men, right? 50 Cent. Right now, I'm starting to realize there's a theme. Then he hit me with the Stay Scheming. Bro, you got to go pull Stay Scheming way off the pack for Ross and Drake. And I had enough when it got to Not Like Us. Like, you totally profiled me and said, this is the music this guy's like. And now I'm watching his lips as he lip sync because it's not even the edited version. And listen, bro, continuing, all-time album. Why can't I listen to John Mayer? Songs About Jane. Classic. Maroon 5. Hell, Between the Pines, Sam Hunt. I know a little, now there ain't enough smoke in my eyes to hide the kind of games you trying to play. Like, what about that? Chris Young, You. That's like one of my favorite songs. The bluest skies don't seem so blue. Like, that is a classic. Beautiful Crazy. I mean, a day starts with a coffee and ends with I know country. So you mean to tell me you could have went, what was that, Nora Jones, Come Away With Me. Hell, the Hamilton soundtrack. Wicked. Listen on.
Nothing will piss me off more when I say ask and a white person will correct me and say ask. Ho, I will smack the dog fuck out you. Do you know I will backhand you until next year? Like, that's one microaggression that I am never going to get over. That shit used to drive me cocoa bananas crazy. Like, and honestly, I think correcting people's pronunciations in general is weird, microaggressive, and racist as fuck. Why the fuck I was like making a video the other day and I was like, oh, they're trying to placate you. Some bitch gonna come in the comments talking about some placate. First of all, that word has many pronunciations. In Britain, they say placate. And bitch, I say placate. Bitch, I said what the fuck I said. I don't know why y'all do that. Like, that's so weird to me. For a group of people who are constantly only stealing words and using them incorrectly, like the way that y'all steal AAVE words and use them incorrectly all the time and then have the audacity to be correcting people's like pronunciation is crazy to me. Y'all used yachts wrong for an entire year or two. Y'all used it's giving wrong as fuck for an entire year. Like, every AAD thing that y'all use it fucking wrong. For y'all to always feel the audacity, the need to motherfucking correct somebody when y'all ain't never, ever, ever used AAV, right? A day in your fucking life. Like, I just cannot stand y'all. I'm not gonna lie, I cannot stand y'all. Like, nothing, y'all, all y'all have is audacity. Nothing fucking else.
I don't have these experiences with white people, man. I just don't have these experiences with white people where they just be correcting me. Like, I don't know what white people she's around. I don't know what kind of white people she's around where they correct you. It's ask, not ax. That's not even, white people not even comfortable enough to say some shit like that to a nigga, man. Press 1. White people too skittish about being called racist to even say some stupid shit like that. These people be lying, man. I think a lot of these people be lying, man.
So the question was, out of the entire world's population, what percentage is white? There are people who said 60, 80. Somebody even said 90. Do you know what the real answer is? It's 7%. 7%. That means they don't even have the numbers to keep up white supremacy. What that means is either we're letting them keep it up or we're actively helping them keep it up because they don't have the manpower to do it by themselves. What if we all collectively said, I don't want to be in a place or support the ideas of white supremacy? It would be over. There's too many of us versus them. It would be
She a yellow bone, man. She yellow, man.
over.
Blacks are upset about this. Everybody hit the like button. Take the $5 challenge. Support this channel. Take the $5 challenge. Sponsor the show via PayPal, Cash App, or Super Chat. Shout out to Barry B. Barry B is in the building. Shout out to Barry B. Take the $5 challenge. Sponsor this beautiful programming. Sponsor this programming, man. We are in the building, man. Sponsor this programming. These people, man. These people are nuts. Okay. Getting online, making up all this crap about situations with white people that we know. White people don't even act like that. Shout out to my man, Bornishan, man. Are you a Boer? Are you a Boer like are you from South Africa? Oh, you from Australia. Salute to you, bro. He said, yeah, the $5 challenge, man. That's what's good, man. Salute to you, man. Appreciate you, man. We get big love from down under. Pause. We get big love from down under, and it feels so good. It feels so good getting big love from down under. Feels so good to get big love from down under.
You gonna get off, or you gonna make me take you off?
Hey, that shit ain't baby.
You gonna get off, or you gonna make me take you off?
Hey,
I got you, gang.
Are you gonna get off, or you gonna make me?
Think about how disrespectful, and the cop is sitting there asking you to get off the bus, and you just gonna ignore him because somebody recording, so he's gonna act tough. Niggas always put on for cameras, man. Niggas always put on for cameras. Whenever there's a camera rolling, a nigga gonna do some extra shit. Or some clown shit. It's just the way we are, man. Always doing extra shit when cameras is running.
You gonna get off, or you gonna make me take you off?
hey, that shit ain't baby.
You gonna get off, or you gonna make me take you off?
Hey,
I got you, gang.
Are you gonna get off, or you gonna make me take you off? Come on.
Y'all a little too close to me.
So these kids gotta go home. I'm not playing with you
I'm trying
today,
to go home.
but you gonna ride this bus. Come on. Come on.
Stop touching.
Come on.
Stop
Young man.
touching,
Come
man.
on. Come on. Make this harder than what it is. Let's go, man. Say.
Why you trying to tell me
Say.
that?
Cause you ain't getting up.
Because you won't get off the bus, you little faggot. Like, his parents are going to, like, call Crump and be crying all in front of the fucking news and have press conferences about But they should be fucking pissed off with this little fucktard, man. His parents should be pissed with his ass. You little fucktard. What's wrong with you, nigga? What the fuck you acting like that with fucking police? And these black police too, man. I could see if it was some white police, we could have got some money, but these black police, man.
Like I said, that's why. Now let's go.
So he's resisting. He's strong. That little boy's strong, but it's hard to gain compliance with somebody. It's really hard to gain compliance, though. It is hard, man. When you can't punch somebody. See, like, if that cop could just punch that little dude in his fucking nose, he could get him to put his arms behind his back. But you can't punch these niggas because NAACP and fucking BLM will be on your ass. You should be able to punch this nigga because, look, let me break it down for you, right? This little nigga's on the bus wilding to the point where the cops were called. Press 1. This little nigga was wilding on the bus to the point where the cops were called. That's not fucking normal. We all rode on school buses before. That's not fucking normal for the cops to have to be called for a student on the school bus. That's fucking abnormal. Only niggers would not understand that. Only fucking niggers would be like, oh, she, man, why they did the man, she, man, damn, goddamn, man. And white liberals. Everybody else immediately says, this fucking shit stain was acting in a fashion on the school bus that the cops had to be called. Let's start there. Fuck the bullshit. This little shit stain was doing something so egregious that the cops had to be called. Now, we're there, right? This little fucking shit stain made somebody say, hey, man, this is some different type of behavior. I think we got to call the cops to handle this one. This ain't some shit the bus driver could just be like, hey, man, cool it back there. Hey, or come back there and like be like, hey, settle down. Motherfucker, settle down. Like this some shit. He doing some shit that we need the police intervention. Why can't people just understand that? Why can't people just be like, damn, wait a sec, what the fuck are the cops doing on the school bus? What was this little fucking nigger doing? What was this little nigger doing that made the cops come on the school bus? Nobody ever thinks about that.
Let's go, man. Say.
Are you trying to tell you
Say,
that?
cause you ain't getting up. Like I said, that's why. Now let's go.
Oh, bro.
And then they don't know if he's armed. So they can't why don't just let him stay on the bus? Could you imagine they let this little fucking nigger stay on the bus and he fucking does something to one of the other kids? They have to remove him. They must remove him. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They can't leave without him. Could you imagine they leave him on the bus he assaults or attacks another student or attacks the bus driver, then everybody like, damn, why didn't y'all get him off the bus? Everybody crying about that. Man, the police ain't do shit, man. Police just left stay on the bus, man. They don't know if he's armed. They don't know if this little fucking nigger is armed. You can't put shit past this little fucking shit stain. You think he won't pull out a gun and shoot at a cop? They haven't frisked him. They don't know if he has a blade on him. All they know is they were in their squad car patrolling, and they got to dispatch any units in the area of wherever the fuck. They're like, yeah, we're around there. Hey, man, we got a situation on a school bus at the corner of such and such place and such street. Can you go check it out? All right, 10-4. That's literally all that happened. Press 1. Niggers act like these cops is like roaming the streets looking for fucking, like these cops woke up and said, we're going to fuck with Quintavious Jenkins today. Man, as soon as I clock in, I'm going to go fuck with Quintavious Jenkins on the school bus. That's how niggas think. That's why having a low IQ, we not compatible with modern societies, because we got our IQs are so low that we think like the cops was just sitting at the station and say, man, ain't Quintavious Jenkins riding home today on the school bus? Yeah, man. Let's go fuck with him on the school bus. All right, man. You driving or I'm driving? You drive. That's how stupid niggers are. They're incompatible for society. Salute to Scandal 585. And listen, I hate to say that, man. I hate to say that, man. It don't bring me no joy to say that. And of course, I'm not talking about all niggas. And the fact that you got to say that, the fact that you got to say, I'm not talking about every single nigga.
Now get up. Try it my way. Try it my way. Let's go. I'm gonna hit your ass again. Let's go. I'm gonna hit your ass again. Get up. Get up.
Get that away from me.
Get up. I'm gonna hit your ass again. Let's go.
Hey,
move. Everybody get the fuck back.
Everybody off the bus.
Let's go, boy.
You crazy? That shit
Let's
away
go.
from me.
Let's go. I'm gonna hit your ass again.
Yeah, he got the fuck up. He got the fuck up that. He got the fuck up and got off that bus. And that should teach people a lesson about niggas, man. Especially these street niggas. These street niggas, which he's probably a street nigga. He probably in a little gang or some shit like that, right? You have to meet them with force proportional to them. Like, they're forceful. They're killers. This motherfucker might have killed somebody before. We definitely know he did some drive-bys or some carjackings. It's a 100% chance this nigga's done some drive-bys or some carjackings before. You can't play like nice guy with these niggas. They don't respect it. They only respect force. They only respect force. That's all they respect, man. Anything else, they laughing at you. You's a goofy. You's a goofy, man. You a goofy ass nigga, man. You's a goofy. Salute to those cops, man. Shout out to those cops, man. Those cops did great work, man. Appreciate you guys.
The election of Trump as basically white America's last stand against multiculturalism. There were a lot of people that just see the whole world moving away from them. They see all this globalization. They see their kids dating someone of a different religion or a different race. They see gay marriage is suddenly okay. They see all these things happening. They see the music. They see the television shows. They see everything moving to the left. And how do they stop it? How do they stand up and say, we've had enough? And when you look at where Trump's votes came from, they literally came from communities where there are no Hispanics living, where there are no blacks living, where there are no Muslims living.
That's a fucking lie, you fucking Jew. You fucking juice crew fucking troublemaker. That's a fucking lie. It's a fucking lie. Black people are everywhere now. You can't go to no fucking place where black people aren't there. Black people are everywhere. Once they put that low income housing in the suburbs, black people everywhere, man. You can't go nowhere without seeing no black people no more. And it wasn't like that 15 years ago. You go a lot of places on the East Coast, little towns, little counties, and not see no niggas. And I'm not saying you see them that the white people there are rich. The white people there, these places were poor or working class. But it wasn't no niggas there. And now it's niggas there. Antarctica, that's probably the last place. Fargo got niggas, man. This dude, he this dude is he you got niggas in Fargo, man. You got niggas in Fargo, okay? Sioux Falls, South Dakota. This nigga's in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Okay? This big head nigga. You see this? You see this big head nigga right here? Big funny looking ass nigga. He's in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Okay? Causing trouble down in Sioux Falls. Causing big problems in Sioux Falls. There goes the neighborhood, my nigga. Salute to Deluxe 247, aka Cal Ripken, aka the real MVP. Coming through once again. Yeah, man. Salute to you guys, man. That come through every day, man. I appreciate you guys, man. Hold on. Let me get this character. Let me let you see this character's face from Sioux Falls, South Carolina. Look how ugly this nigga is, man. Look at that nigga, man. Look at that nigga, man. Yeah, that nigga. Think about you in an all-white town. You done grew up. You done went to high school and shit, and went to college, and then came back and got a job. And everybody white. Just a calm, peaceful area and shit. You know, there may be a bar fight every once in a while, you know, but nobody gonna get stomped out. You know, you hit the ground, everybody break it up. You know, a couple kids got shot in hunting accidents. You know, probably a lot of suicide. Several suicides in there. Because white people won't do that. But not no fucking niggas hanging on the corner. Ain't no motherfucking goddamn, you know what I'm saying, drive-bys and no shit like that. Just, regular small town America shit. And then this nigga show up. Or a bunch of people look like this show up. And he talking about microaggressions. They show up complaining. Think about this. A bunch of niggas that look like this show up complaining. Like they just hit the ground complaining. Before they even unpack their bags, they crying about something. Whining about something. Bags ain't even been unpacked. Crying and whining about the white people in town and shit. Yeah, he definitely a tether, but I'm saying he's still black though. That whole FBA shit, I get it, man, and I'm not mad at FBAs for wanting to be different from Africans. Africans are wicked and savage, right? And backwards, right? I'm not mad at FBAs for wanting to cut ties with them, but what I'm saying is they're still black. This nigga's still black, yo. He's still black. It ain't like we can't act like he's not black. He's a black guy. Salute to Eric S, man. Eric S, Rock Nation Hall of Famer coming through once again. He says, you got me cracking up. I love it when you use the hard R. Yo, man, some of these characters bring that out of me, man. You know what I'm saying? Some of these guys bring that shit out of me, man. You know what I'm saying? When they go over the scanner and they say, what is this? Describe the suspect. They're like, we're looking for a suspect. They're gonna say a black guy with little dreadlocks. And y'all can talk about FBA and tethers and all that. And listen, I understand why FBAs want to cut ties with Africans. Africa sucks. It just does. It sucks. It's awful. You got fucking Muslims killing Nigerians, 90 going north, and nobody gives a fuck in Nigeria because it sucks. Even the white liberals don't even give a fuck about Nigeria. They like, man, fuck them niggas, man. We ain't going over there getting entangled with that nigga shit. Let them niggas kill each other, man. I gotta show y'all this nigga's neck, man. Pause. I gotta show you this nigga neck. That nigga, man. That nigga head look like a basketball. He look like a character, man. He don't look like Coco Melon, man. He look like a Coco Melon. Look at the big ass head. He look like somebody drew him. Yo, salute to everybody watching, whoever you watching, man. Salute to you, man. You got Rumble in the building too. Shout out to Rumble, man. Everybody watching on Rumble, man. Shout out to everybody watching on Kick. I'm about to load up the website. I got to do a show on the website soon, man. I could have did it today, but I caught up on some sleep today. I was so tired during the day. I usually try to do my Caitlin Clark videos during the day, but I couldn't even do that shit. I was literally that tired. I was literally that tired, man. I was literally that tired. Yeah, he look like a bobblehead. Yeah, man. He up in Sioux Falls stirring up trouble.
We have an update to a story we first brought you at the top of the hour. Our KELOLAND news crew captured this video of the scene in the area of 46th and Sertoma. 28-year-old Mohammed Manzari is behind bars, facing a list of charges, including terroristic threat. Authorities got a call just before 7 this morning, reporting that a man was live streaming on Facebook, threatening to burn down a building. Police say the man claimed to have a gun and allegedly showed a knife in the video. Authorities say the video shows the man lighting things on fire. We have an update to a
Sioux Falls, man. Sioux fucking Falls. Okay? My. Sure look good tonight. Let's see, man. Let's see what we got here, man. Let's see what we got going on here, man.
In the killing of a man outside a Royal Farms across the street from the Horseshoe Casino last week. WJZ has learned the victim, Daquan Parker, had been acquitted earlier this year of murder.
Look at all these fucking shots, man. Niggas just be letting go in public. This dude who got killed was acquitted of murder earlier this year. This is a niggified story right here.
There's a new reward in the killing of a man outside a Royal Farms across the street from the Horseshoe Casino last week. WJZ has learned the victim, Daquan Parker, had been acquitted earlier this year of murder, and the trial for another man charged in that same killing was set to begin the same day Parker was gunned down. Investigator Mike Helgren is live at the scene along Russell Street with new details. Mike.
Nikki, the defendant's lawyer confirms her client's murder trial was postponed because of the killing here at Royal Farms, just to make sure there was no connection. She says at this point there is no evidence of a connection despite the timing. Metro Crime Stoppers released Parker's photo, and they've now issued an $8,000 reward. Daquan Benny Parker was shot and killed just after 1:30 in the morning outside the Royal Farms on Russell Street.
All right, I'm getting a shooting now at the Horseshoe Casino.
The December 10th call originally came in as a shooting at the casino across the street, but officers quickly found the bloody scene at the gas station. WJZ cameras captured more than 50 evidence markers outside.
Multiple shell casings, lots of blood. We'll need a crime lab here.
Police, who declined an interview request, quickly identified Parker as the victim, and several who knew him have paid tribute on social media with shock and heartbreak. One writing, "I love you and miss you so much." Another, "We were supposed to be getting ready to celebrate your birthday." A nonprofit that monitors court cases reports Parker was acquitted of a 2024 murder in Park Heights earlier this year, and his co-defendant in that case was scheduled to go on trial the same morning Parker was killed. Court records WJZ Investigates obtained show the case was postponed until tomorrow. The defendant's lawyer says that's to make sure there's no connection to Parker's homicide. Parker was cleared of the murder of Rashid Lindsay last January, court records show, matching his name and birth date. In that case, charging documents say Lindsay was shot multiple times in a dispute between his girlfriend and the father of her young child.
I have access to the Royal Farms cameras too. That's why.
Police recovered several pieces of video evidence in Parker's murder, which unfolded along one of Baltimore's busiest corridors, the gateway into the city from 295.
Right behind the Royal Farms on Byard Street, I have trails of blood coming back here from the video that I got from the Tesla of the possible suspect that was running.
Now, Metro Crime Stoppers is offering a reward, hoping someone can put Parker's killer behind bars. And police tell us that $8,000 reward is standard in homicides involving a gun. If you know anything, you're asked to call Metro Crime Stoppers at 1-866-7-LOCK-UP. The co-defendant's murder trial is set to resume again in the morning. We're live in your corner on Russell Street. Mike Helgren, WJZ.
We do want to take you over to court because the suspect connected to that fatal stabbing actually was in court today, and we wanted to show you what happened.
Damn. Prognathism, man. Prognathism, man.
It's here, left, Council. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Yes, Judge. No, Judge.
Good morning, Mr. Matthews. You are charged with murder, which is a first-degree felony, punishable from 5 years in prison up to 99 years or life, and a fine not to exceed $10,000. The state's going to read what's called probable cause. It's just a thumbnail sketch of what they think they can prove if your case goes to trial. Under our Constitution, you're presumed to be innocent, and you have the right to remain silent. And then we'll talk afterwards about the purposes of today and what the next couple months will look like. All right? Do you understand everything I'm saying? Wonderful.
Yes, Judge. Defendant Andre Matthews, cause number 1945034. In this case, Judge, we also respond to a stabbing at Ross Sterling High School at approximately 11:15 a.m. The complainant in this case, a juvenile, later died of his injuries at approximately 11:53. Teacher of the classroom, witness Davis, spoke to officers that he allowed the complainant to use the restroom. Minutes later, this defendant asked to use the restroom as well. Shortly thereafter, witness Davis stated he heard cries for help and observed this defendant holding the complainant in a chokehold with the defendant's arm around his neck. Witness Davis attempted to remove the arm from the neck of the complainant, but this defendant would not remove his arm. He observed blood coming from his neck and the complainant's body, able to get the defendant off the complainant. Officers began to review surveillance video from the school campus. Videos show that at 10:30 a.m., defendant and complainant were walking together, entering a classroom. This video shows that both the complainant and the defendant are roughly the same size and are cordial with each other at around 10:30 a.m. Soon after, both defendant and complainant enter the same empty lab classroom. A female student is seen entering that classroom as well. Minutes later, the female runs from the classroom and calls for help. The student in this video is a juvenile with initials MR. Witness Davis, the teacher, is seen running to that classroom, kind of corresponding to what he said when he saw the fighting at 11:15. Officers met with this witness, MR, and her parents. MR but knows both parties, this defendant and the complainant, by name and sight. She stated that she overheard this defendant and the complainant discussing a vape THC pen, that the defendant had lost his pen and was blaming the complainant for taking it. She continued that she heard the defendant then strike the complainant, looked up and saw the two fighting each other. The defendant was choking the complainant and there was a lot of blood coming from the complainant's neck again. MR was then shown a photo of this defendant and identified this defendant as Andre Matthews, the same person that she observed fighting with the complainant. Judge, this defendant is currently 18 years old and is not a juvenile. He was arrested at the school. He was brought down to Baytown City Jail. At that point, officers began to Mirandize this defendant and read his legal warnings. This defendant said that he would not talk until he got a chance to speak to his adult sister. So at about 5:15 p.m., the defendant spoke with his sister, Kia Matthews. Officers then re-Mirandized this defendant, and he agreed to waive and speak to the officers at this point. Defendant stated that he was friends with the complainant, that when the complainant left the classroom that teacher Davis spoke about, that he followed with the intent of confronting this complainant about his missing THC vape pen, that the complainant owed him about $23 for this missing pen. 21, I apologize. And that his pen was missing, and he believed the complainant had stolen it. Defendant followed the complainant to the bathroom, searched his pockets, did not find the pen, but instead found a pair of scissors on the complainant's person. He took the scissors and put them in his own waistband. Then both parties walked back to the classroom where this defendant confronted the complainant again. They walked to the empty classroom that we mentioned that we see them going into on video. Once again, he confronted the deceased about the vape pen and tried to search his pockets again. The deceased pushed the defendant back, and the complainant and the defendant began fighting. The defendant told officers that the complainant struck the defendant in the head twice with a closed fist while the defendant was crouched down. The defendant stated that the complainant was taller and bigger, which the video kind of does not show that same kind of description, and that he did not want to get beat up. He said he retrieved the scissors from his waistband, swung at the complainant with them, and stabbed the complainant what he believed to be in the eye. Then, as he puts him in a chokehold, officer or witness teacher comes in as well, teacher Davis, and that he continues to hold him in that chokehold, gets him on the ground, and tells officers he then stomped on his head. He's then dragged from the classroom. This complainant, complainant AM, the juvenile initials, was found deceased, was ultimately ruled by a puncture wound to his neck, consistent with the scissors that were swung by this defendant. Scissors, judge, as well, are a deadly weapon that were used as a deadly weapon in this case.
Do you wish to hear?
Probable cause.
I find probable cause.
Yes, Judge.
So now we're going to talk about a bond. So as you know, there's been a new constitutional amendment, and so in this case is a first of its kind to deal with the procedures involved with that. So for now, I'm going to set a bond. Would you like to be heard on that?
Yes, Your Honor. My client is an 18-year-old. He's a senior in high school at Sterling High School. He has no criminal history whatsoever.
He's 18. They only brag about you. Think about it. He has no criminal. He's only 18. He shouldn't have a criminal record. But so many black teens have criminal records by 18 that's something to brag about.
With no criminal history and no troubles arising out of this, and he had his guardian is his 18-year-old sister that he did request to speak to prior to waiving Miranda and cooperating with police in giving his statement. We would request a $500,000. All
right.
Judge, the state would request a very, very, very high bond in this case. We'll defer the court to what that number actually is. And at this time, the state does intend to move under 11D at an appropriate time.
All right. So what that means, sir, is I'm going to set a bond, but we're going to set your case for an 11D hearing on January 5th, around January 6th or 7th. Right now, I'm setting your bond at $3 million.
$3 million.
And we'll go over any bond conditions at a later time. But I do find probable cause. Your bond is set at $3 million, and we will see you next year for the 11D hearing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Breaking right now, the suspect accused of stabbing a 16-year-old student at Baytown Sterling High School now being held on a $3 million bond for murder. 18-year-old Andre Matthews appeared before a judge for the first time today. You can see that video right on the right side of your screen there. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. I'm Ugochi Iloka. Right now, we are also learning brand new details as what to really led up to this fight that ultimately ended in the 16-year-old student's death there, ended his life. Now we have team coverage for you this afternoon, but let's start first with Jalissa Garza, who is live inside the Harris County Courthouse with those brand new details. Jalissa, what can you tell us?
Hey, Ugochi, good afternoon. That's exactly right. The suspect in this case that we have all been watching very closely, 18-year-old Andre Matthews, did appear before a judge not long ago. Let me go ahead and break down for you what we learned inside of the courtroom. But first, go ahead and take a look at your screen. This is video we got this morning of Andre Matthews arriving here in Harris County under police escort after being transferred from Baytown. It was something we were waiting for all morning long. And according to court records, Matthews is formally charged with murder in the death of 16-year-old Andrew Meismer. Now, inside the courtroom, prosecutors allege the stabbing happened during a fight inside Sterling High School, saying the argument started over a $21 vape pen.
I do find probable cause. Your bond is set at $3 million, and we will see you next year for the 11D hearing.
Now, Matthews does remain in custody at this moment. He will be back in court on January 7th, where his bond will be rediscussed. Now, we did also hear from the defense attorney who says he's going to be combing through surveillance video. Of course, we'll continue our coverage on this story, and we'll have more on our extended noon newscast coming up on KHOU 11+. For now, reporting in downtown Houston, Jalissa Garza, KHOU 11 News.
Over a vape pen. Unbelievable. Thank you, Jalissa. Our team coverage continues this afternoon with Devon Rahming live outside Baytown Sterling High School. What's going on there, Devon? They're protesting, where students are protesting against the school and district. Devon.
Oh, man. Another white kid gets stabbed. At least this white kid, I don't know, man. At least he fucking interacted with the kid. At least he knew the kid for more than 10 seconds. What's it? Austin Metcalf didn't know that black kid for 10 seconds before he got stabbed.
Hey, Ugochi. Yeah, so the crowd behind me is made up of both students and parents that have been out here for several hours now making their voices heard. The crowd is a little smaller than it was when we got out here about 2 hours ago, now that school is out for the day. But, you know, the folks who are out here right now, you know, they say that they're out here really showing support for both families involved in the tragic death of 16-year-old.
Showing support for both families? What the fuck? They're showing support for both families? Jesus Christ. Could you imagine?
Andrew Meismer. Now,
Could you imagine if the white kid stabbed the black kid? Like if the white kid stalked the black kid, stabbed him, then choked them, and had to be peeled off of them by teachers and shit, and showed no remorse at all. I mean, none. Completely unremorseful, right? Could you imagine if the students in the school were like, yo, we here to support both families? Could you imagine that? That would never happen. Yeah, man, we here to support the white kid who stalked and stabbed the black kid. We here to support that kid's family. You could never get away with that. Ever. Okay? Support the channel. Take the $5 challenge, man. $5 challenge. Somebody hit the joint for 50, man. Somebody hit the joint for 100, man. Somebody hit the super chat for 150, man. You know? Knock it down, man.
Them have been chanting hours now, making their voices heard. The crowd is a little smaller than it was when we got out here about 2 hours ago. Now that school is out for the day. But, you know, the folks who are out here right now, you know, they say that they're out here really showing support for both families involved in the tragic death of 16-year-old Andrew Meismer. Now, many of them have been chanting, "Long live Andrew, we need change." Also, justice for Andrew. And frustrated, claiming they've raised concerns about safety in the past, but feel those warnings were ignored and the district. They're now calling for accountability, saying the system in place for students to report concerns haven't been taken seriously. And students say this protest making sure they feel freer. She's a student here at Sterling High School, and she's also Andrew's girlfriend. Here's what she had to say about her high school sweetheart.
He had deep connections with everyone, and
oh shit, he was dating the Boon Shika, man. He was dating his sister, man. Damn. The white kid was dating his sister. Ain't that crazy? The white kid was dating his sister, man. So he was black adjacent, man. So he was black adjacent. He was in he was in our world. Damn, bro. Tell your kids. Mama, tell your kids to stay away from Negroes. Mama, tell your kids to stay away from Negroes. Yeah, she couldn't find no black dude. Black dude ain't dating no chick that don't. Black dude don't date black girls that look like this, man. In high school, maybe in college or some shit like that, but in high school, black dude ain't dating no chick look like this. You gotta have your hair fried, dyed, laid to the side, man.
Favrier. She's a student here at Sterling High School, and she's also Andrew's girlfriend. Here's what she had to say about her high school sweetheart.
he had deep connections with everyone, and I'm trying not to only think of myself right now and also support everyone who loved him.
Now,
wow, that's crazy. He was dating the sister. He probably thought, you know what I'm saying, since he's dating the sister, he could, like, you know what I mean, get frisky with some men. He probably thought that would get him something, that would earn him something with some men. Nah, some men kill your ass, man. Some man kill your ass.
And speaking with her, she shared these pictures with us, capturing their young love of only just 4 months. And she described him as an all-around goofball and a clown. In fact, some of the students out here today were wearing clown makeup because they say Andrew used to wear a clown costume from time to time in school simply to keep smiles on everyone's faces and to spread joy.
Holy shit. Wow. He used to wear a clown costume in school to spread joy. Damn. That's crazy.
Clown. In fact, some of the students out here today were wearing clown makeup because they say Andrew used to wear a clown costume from time to time in school simply to keep smiles on everyone's
I ain't talking about that man girlfriend, man. I ain't talking about that dead dude girlfriend, man. She ain't do nothing wrong. What she do wrong, man? Why y'all talking about her, man? What she do wrong? What she do wrong except for, like, her boyfriend got killed by some nigga, man? She ain't even say nothing, man. She ain't say nothing wrong, man. What she say wrong, y'all? I don't get it, man.
He had deep connections with everyone, and I'm trying not to only think of myself right now and also support everyone who loved him.
Now, in speaking with her,
what she say wrong, man? She ain't say nothing wrong. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you want her to say, man. What do you want her to say? Tell me, man. What do you want her to say? Her boyfriend died, man. She loved it here, man. Some of these stories, man. Some of these stories is crazy. Hey.
Right now at 5, new details are coming to light as we've learned the identity of a man accused of killing 2 people in Orange Park last night. 2 women are dead after Clay County deputies say a U.S. Navy sailor fired 30 gunshots. It happened late last night on Hanging Moss Drive following multiple 911 calls.
News for Jack's anchor John Acebus is digging more into who this person is and also spoke with people that were in that neighborhood. John, what have you learned so far about this tragedy?
Well, it's almost a cliche. We say it all the time. It's not a neighborhood where you would expect something like that to happen. And this is exactly one of those neighborhoods. You go from multiple homes with Christmas decorations and then to a front door where I counted 17 evidence markers, which are presumably bullet holes. 22-year-old Taylor Lomax, a U.S. Navy sailor, is...
Damn.
booked on 2 counts of second-degree murder. Deputies say when they arrived, they found 2 women, 20-year-old Jordan Forestier and 21-year-old Noelle McKinda, shot multiple times in the front yard, both dying at the scene. Deputies say Lomax was still there and was taken into custody. Investigators say that Lomax and the two victims all lived together as roommates and all served together in the Navy. Deputies say Lomax's wife came to visit, then got into an argument with the roommates. They say that argument then turned physical outside in the front yard. Deputies say that's when Lomax pulled out a handgun and fired about 30 rounds, hitting both women several times. And we spoke.
Oh, they was beating the shit out of his wife. Okay. Okay. So we know how them sisters are when they fight. That shit is scary, man. When you see some sisters jump on when they jump on somebody. So his wife came over and his two roommates got into it with his wife. They started kicking her ass. He pulled out a gun and shot them hoes. Hey, man, I can't say that I don't blame him. Hey, man, I can't say that I blame him, man. So, two black girls whooping your wife's ass, man. The way black girls fight, that should be scary, man. Black girls be fighting like they fight like alley cats, man. Black girls fight like fucking praying mantises and shit. Okay. Salute to my man, Curtis, man. Salute to Curtis. He say, I've been using the hard R all week. Salute to you, man. You say stab in the Vegas caught on camera?
With dying at the scene. Deputies say Lomax was still there and was taken into custody. Investigators say that Lomax and the two victims all lived together as roommates and all served together in the Navy. Deputies say Lomax's wife came to visit, then got into an argument with the roommates. They say that argument then turned physical outside in the front yard. Deputies say that's when Lomax pulled out a handgun and fired about 30 rounds, hitting both women several times. And we spoke with a lot of people today who could not believe this happened.
And I was in bed. I didn't think anything of it. And I just went back to sleep. And then when I got up this morning to go to work, I could barely get out of the driveway because the street was full of cop cars and ambulance and stuff like that.
Deputies say Lomax's wife immediately called 911 to report what happened. She was interviewed and then released. Lomax has been, again, booked on 2 counts of second-degree murder. I'll have more on this story coming up tonight on News for Jax at 6. John Acebas, Channel 4, the local station.
Damn.
An NAS Jax sailor arrested and charged after 2 women were found dead in the front yard of a Clay County home.
And tonight we know the 2 victims were young women, 20 and 21 years old. The Clay County Sheriff's Office saying they also served in the Navy. This all unfolding in the Savannah Glen subdivision on Hanging Moss Drive. That's near the Clay-Duval County line.
Now, the man on your screen here, this is 22-year-old Taylor Lomax. He's charged with 2 counts of second-degree murder. Our Terry Gilliam is joining us live at the home tonight where this happened. And Terry, neighbors tell you this is the last place they ever expected something like this to happen.
Yes, Anthony, you know, neighbors say this is a neighborhood where people feel safe, which is why last night's shooting is so hard to process. Investigators say it happened just after 11:30, and hours later, investigators are still trying to piece together what led up to the violence. Just after 11:30 last night on Hanging Moss Drive in Clay County, neighbors heard loud noises.
I was walking through the garage and I heard like popping noises, and I'm like, okay, well, I know they're not doing construction. I'm like, it's not fireworks. So I'm like, okay, I heard 2, and I went back in the house and I didn't think nothing of it.
Those sounds were gunshots.
Walked outside and I seen the cops.
The Clay County Sheriff's Office says 3 people lived in this home, including 22-year-old Taylor Lomax. Deputies say Lomax's wife came to the house to visit him. Investigators say an argument broke out in the front yard between the wife and two women. That's when deputies say Lomax went inside and grabbed a handgun and fired 30 rounds, killing both women. Green tape now marks bullet strikes on the front door, visible reminders of violence. The sheriff's office says the
30 rounds is a lot, though. Press what? 30 rounds at some girls? Because really, all you would have to do is fire once into the air. Like, let's be honest. All you had to do was fire once into the air. Let them hear that sound of that clock. They'd have eased up. He shot 30 times. God damn, son. Jesus, shout out to Johnny Reb watching on Rumble, man. Salute to Johnny Reb in the building, man. Damn, like, shit, 30 times? Fuck. Killed both of them? Like, my nigga was upset. They must have been whipping his wife's ass. They must have been punishing his wife. Jeez. You want to come up, man? You can come up, man. They must have been beating the brakes off his wife. Jeez. Salute to Saverick, man. I lived in Harris County for 25 years out of 30. Yikes. Wow. Veteran of Harris County. No wonder you so based, man.
and grabbed a handgun and fired 30 rounds, killing both women. Green tape now marks bullet strikes on the front door, visible reminders of violence. The sheriff's office says the investigation is ongoing as deputies work to understand what led up to the shooting. For neighbors, the reality is unsettling.
You don't know what's going to happen now. Like, we had a suspect like down the street from us, like a couple of houses down, so that's scary.
Others say their thoughts are with the victims and their families.
This is, supposed to be a beautiful time of the year, and I feel devastated for them.
I feel sorry for the victims.
Yeah, and the Clay County Sheriff's Office says that Taylor Lomax now faces 2 counts of second-degree murder. Live in Clay County, I'm Terry Gilliam, First Coast News, on your side.
And we're hearing from NAS Jax about that deadly shooting. A spokesperson with the Naval Air Station confirming the 2 victims were sailors assigned to the Helicopter Maritime Strike Squadron, adding, quote, "We extend our deepest condolences to the sailors' families, friends, and shipmates during this time." In a separate statement, NAS Jax tells us the suspect was a petty officer 3rd class, also assigned to the strike squadron. They confirmed the Navy is cooperating with local authorities in this investigation.
Picture this. Your nieces are walking to school alongside Garces Highway when you get a phone call from them stating that a man had just approached them and tried to lure them into his car. They run into this store asking for help, and when you arrive, you confront the man. But rather than being praised as a hero, you're now facing prison time. I'm Ruby Rivera, your neighborhood reporter, and that's exactly what's happening to one Delano man.
As anybody would, you get a call from your kids or anything that somebody's trying to hurt them, my first instinct was to protect.
That moment is now landing Brandon Santana, a Delano man, in serious legal trouble.
They said that those charges do carry 5 years.
Court documents show Santana is accused of assault and battery that caused serious bodily injury on September 10th, 2025. One of the charges includes a special enhancement for personally inflicting great bodily injury. If convicted, Santana could face 5 years in prison. It all took place September 9th of this year on Garces Highway, where his 2 nieces, ages 11 and 12, were on their way to school. That's when police say 55-year-old Jose Martin, a registered sex offender, approached the girls.
And he said that, hey, come here. I'm like, no. And he said, let's ditch school. I said no. And then I said, I got to go on the bus. And he said, I'll take you guys. And I said no.
Shortly after, the girls ran into a nearby market and called their mother, who then called her brother. Santana allegedly confronted the suspect and beat him. 12-year-old Angelina tells me not only does she still carry fear about the incident, but now she's scared of losing her uncle.
I don't really think he should be facing the charges because he was just trying to protect his family. And I think anyone would basically do the same thing if that was them.
Martin was arrested at his residence the following day and remains in custody without the possibility of parole. Due to his criminal history, Martin faces the possibility of a lengthy prison sentence if convicted. He's also charged with failing to update his sex offender registration as required by law. Learning about his own charges, Santana tells me he was shocked.
I don't think it's fair at all. I do understand that maybe I should have reacted different. I do apologize for the way I reacted, but I feel like that's something that anybody would do.
His sister tells me she believes justice isn't being served, and her brother, a hero in her eyes, shouldn't be treated as the villain, fearing what would have happened if he wasn't there.
I feel like my daughter wouldn't be here. They wouldn't be here at all. That man would have took my daughters, and I wouldn't see them no more.
Santana's case remains under investigation. For 23 ABC News in Delano, I'm Ruby Rivera, your neighborhood reporter.
A video posted to the social media site Reddit is sparking a lot of concern and speculation about a local market. This is the video right here. It shows, the poster says, showing meat recently being delivered to the My Wand Market in Fremont. Well, tonight, both the market and the supplier are pushing back against those online suggestions of mishandling the meat and trying to reassure. Everyone that the halal meat you see was transported and handled with extreme care in line with Islamic tradition. NBC Bay Area's Robert Honda gives us a closer look.
The My Wand Market is a very popular place, especially during the holidays. That online video caught the attention of the store manager and some customers, and they were all quick to refute any claims that anything is being done improperly. This is where the halal meats are prepared at the My Wand Market. The Afghan Middle Eastern store is known for its fresh cuts, all done in plain view. But a short video posted online and labeled as horrible handling of meat has sparked questions. It shows meat piled in the back of a delivery truck and workers hauling some of that meat into the store. The My Wand manager first declined to comment, calling the video stupid, but then took me into the meat storage locker to show conditions there and understand the process of handling halal meat.
I just wanted to see that it's FDA regulated, our meat. And it's if it's not, as you can see, look, you put the camera on the step, as you can see, when they get loaded over there, there's an FDA agent present. So if anything is off or the truck is not to code, they will never let it load. And then Myar Meat, which is in Livingston, they have refrigerated trucks. All the trucks are refrigerated.
We contacted Myers Halal Meats in Livingston. The operations manager also told us the trucks are
Yeah, it happened around 5 p.m. yesterday.
Yeah, tell me what happened. You were in Powell's bookstore.
Yeah, I was in Powell's at the downtown location, which is always very busy. Holiday season is gearing up, so a lot of people were there shopping. It was quite crowded, which is, I suppose, common there. And so yeah, it was Sunday night, and my husband and I were shopping for books. I had just gotten a new job, and so I was hoping to pick up some books to help me do well in my new job, and buy some holiday gifts. And my husband and I had made plans to meet at the cafe there. And the first time I came to Portland for a visit was back in 2015, and I had remembered that cafe as being a nice place that was had good coffee, and so it was a good place to be. But so we made plans to meet there, and basically what happened was I ordered a coffee. My husband and I were going to meet there, and so I was waiting for him to arrive, and I paid for the coffee, paid for the items that I purchased, and I noticed that some man was staring at me and looking at me and kind of watching me from the risers. They have this sort of inner seating area where you can kind of sit on an elevated area. And so he was on this elevated area above my eye level looking at me. And, I kind of ignored it at first. I was like, okay, like whatever, people are going to do what they're going to do. The cafe was pretty crowded. There were a lot of families in there, dozens of people in there. It was packed. There was no seating anywhere to be found. And so I was just standing waiting for my coffee. And, I had sort of walked away a little bit to see if there was seating. There was no seating. And so I walked back toward where I was going to pick up my coffee as I was waiting for it. And my husband had arrived there. I saw him. He was right there next to me. And I was told that I had to walk around the counter to this one side of the counter that was much closer to this man to pick up my coffee. And so I walked around the counter to pick it up. And, as I approached the area to pick up my coffee, this man spat at me from about 5 feet away. And it was a very intentional, forceful amount of spit. It was a shocking amount of spit, and it traveled quite far. He was still about 5 feet away from me. And I believe that he was aiming for my face, for it to land on my face. But my head was kind of like this, so it kind of landed on my hair here. And I was definitely in shock when it happened, and I was shocked, and I think my husband was shocked. And basically that's the initial thing that happened. And after that happened, the man was again looking directly at me, not breaking eye contact, saying, "I have COVID, I have COVID, I have COVID," repeatedly staring at me and saying this. And to me, I was like, okay, well, I was just completely shocked. I mean, obviously there's COVID is not something to take lightly, and it's not something to threaten people with. And a lot of people are immunocompromised and do take that stuff seriously still. And I think rightfully so for a lot of folks. And, crowded holiday travel and shopping can be very stressful for some people that have immune issues. And so, using COVID as a threat to someone after you have degraded them and harassed them and been menacing toward them in such a public way in front of dozens of people was just shocking. And the way that Powell's handled it was completely unacceptable, in my opinion.
And do you believe this man was specifically targeting you?
I don't know him. I've never seen him before. But I was chosen out of the many people that were there. He decided to specifically spit on me. He made eye contact with me and then decided to do that in a crowded cafe full of people. And so for me, it felt weirdly targeted, even though I had no idea who this person was. And so for some reason, I was the chosen victim of this incident. And afterward, basically my husband and I were trying to tell this man to leave. Powell's did nothing. They did nothing to intervene. There was no on-site security whatsoever at Powell's. No one there to help diffuse the situation or to keep us safe. And there appeared to be zero protocols in place of what to do if this man had escalated it, if he had pulled out a knife, if he had pulled out a gun, if he had physically, tried to, physically harm us. in additional ways. And so like we were just shocked that Powell's did nothing, and that they not only that Powell's did nothing, but also that the employees shrugged it off as though it happened all the time, and that things like that happened all the time, and that women can't feel safe in bookstores, and that people can't feel safe in bookstores because Powell's isn't doing anything to protect customers and to have any modicum of safety and civility whatsoever in a store. And so it was really, really disgusting and dismaying to see, honestly.
Well, and it's just so violating. Like you were violated.
Super degrading. It's super degrading to spit on a woman, to physically make yourself above her, and then to spit on her in such an obvious way where it was extremely intentional. And, you know, afterwards to use the threat of COVID as a weapon, implying like, I just got you sick, to me is like a deeply disgusting thing to do and not acceptable. And I'm shocked that Powell's
her husband was supposed to be her security. Press 1. Why is she not upset with her husband? She's mad with Kyle's, but she's not mad at her husband. That's what you have a husband for, man. These type of situations is why you have a husband. Like, your husband was with you. Her husband was with her. Why is she acting like her husband was one of her girlfriends? She's literally acting like her husband was one of her girlfriends. And I'm not saying that listen. No, but your husband can, if somebody hog spits on you, there's nowhere where you can be out with your wife and some man hog spits on her and doesn't run away. Nah. I would have maced that dude, and then I would have hit him so fucking hard. That he would have never forgot me, ever. I'm talking about, he would have never forgot me. He would have always remembered me. He would have remembered me for all of his days. I wouldn't have done too much. Like you said, you don't want to catch a charge, but I would have maced him, and then I would have just reared back and leaned into that shit. Boom! And then we would have walked off. I would have socked him too.
let this person be there for as long as he was there, because after the incident, again, Powell's did nothing to, tell this man to leave the store or approach him or talk to him or call the police or hire security. They didn't do anything. So eventually, my husband had been talking to this man saying, hey, you need to leave the store. And so the man eventually stormed out. And as he was leaving, he was threatening us with violence. He was saying, I'm going to hurt you guys, cursing and making physical, verbal threats of physical violence. And, for a moment, we're like, okay, is he going to come back in? Is he going to come back in and do something violent?
How does that guy, did they have sex that night? My ladies of Aqu Nation, is there any Aqu Nation ladies in here? Because I just want to know, and I'm not judging the guy. He might not, who knows, whatever, but did they have sex? Did him and his wife have sex that night? And I just want to know. Ladies, where my Aqu Nation ladies at, man? Nah, this ain't a situation. That's where you wrong. This is not a situation where you think about it. This is instinct. Instincts take over in this situation. Press 1. Press 1. This situation, I was listening to it while I was upstairs. I had to do something for my wife. I had to get her some ice cream and shit. But I was listening to it I was listening to it on my phone. This is a situation where instincts take over. You're out with your wife, y'all going to a restaurant. Some guy just fucking hog spits on her and stands there. That's not like, oh, I'm going to get in trouble. That's instincts. Your instincts take over. You don't think about that. He said you used a big purple strap on. You crazy. Might as well. Listen, I'm a son man, right? I'm a son man. Some man will kill you for that, man. This shit right here, some man will kill you for that. I'm talking about murder you for that. That shit right there, that's definitely the son man will murder you for that. I mean, without a doubt, murder you, like just kill you. Kill you, literally. Not I'm going to kill you. Like, no, literally.
Is he going to bring a weapon next time? Like, that's where my mind was going. And my mind was like, okay, you know what? We bought our books. We need to leave. Like, we're out of here because this place is not safe. And these employees are not only not equipped to handle anything like this, but they also don't know what to do. They don't know how to respond. They don't know of, okay, maybe it's to the point where it's dangerous enough that we actually need to call the police and get some help here. Because I'm baffled at the bystander effect that took place as well, where there were over a dozen people, 20 or more people, parents, families.
But they saw your husband. You gotta think of this, man. They see you with your husband, and your husband's not doing anything. Listen, it's one man, and you have your husband with you. Your husband's not doing anything. Bystander's not going to help because now if your husband had jumped on him, bystanders probably would have helped. But people are like, damn, he ain't doing shit. I ain't about to fucking risk my life. I don't know what this motherfucker got. I ain't about to risk my life. He ain't even doing shit. If you were by yourself, man, I think people would have helped her. Press 1. People would have helped her if she was by herself. But people just was like, oh, you got your husband with you. We just stand in the back and let him handle it.
Adults of all kinds, children of all kinds, and that not a single other person said anything to try to help me.
Well, police had told me that he might have spit on other people too. Is that true?
I didn't personally witness it, but 2 women after the man, I believe it was after the man had left, they approached me quickly and briefly, and it seemed like they were on their way out also, because I'm sure they also felt rattled by whatever had been done to them, but they also said hey, this man also harassed us. And so they had kind of just told me we were also harassed. So I don't have firsthand, eyewitness of other people being attacked, but
I didn't see that video. Send it to me, Amanda Harrington. What city was it in, Amanda? I didn't see that video.
a few people in the cafe suggested that they may have been attacked also by this person.
My last question, police told me they're looking at investigating this as a violence crime. What do you make of that?
I think it's possible. I don't know. And I think we have to look at all the facts of the case and look at whether other women were targeted exclusively or whether it was more broad in general. And I think this person, if they are, you know, arrested and questioned, that this person is asked, you know, was this your intention? Because I think it feels personal, you know, when someone singles you out in a large group of people and decides, you know what, I'm going to do this to you. It feels inherently personal. And so I don't know, but I have that feeling that like I was obviously the intended victim. And so I think security footage of the incident, Powell's has many security cameras. The employees said that they were aware that he had entered through the front building entrance, whatever that means. So I don't know if that means that they knew that he had entered and they chose not to do anything. If they were just going to watch him and wait until he did something horrible. It was really unclear to what extent Powell's knew about this man, whether he had been going there regularly to harass people, or whether I was just the first person who was the first victim that actually spoke up. And I really want people to remember that it's all of our jobs to speak up about things when we see things. And
no, ma'am, it's not everybody's job to speak up when you see things. No, that's not true. Some wild mania. Now, I will give her this. The establishment needs to have security, yes. The establishment needed to have security.
not just let the bystander effect make more victims, because I really think it's important that we look out for each other in our community, and that we report things when we see it, and that we know at a certain point that it's just not safe.
Sponsor tonight's programming. Take the challenge. It's a Friday. It's Good Friday, man. Sponsor the programming. Tis the season to sponsor the program.
And the bottom line is like, I just want to feel safe to go to a bookstore. And
If you guys ever want to support the channel too, I'll put the link here too. You can also support the channel here. This link right here. If you can super chat, you can hit this button right here, this link right here, and it takes you right to a support page. And you can support with your credit card or via PayPal or whatever you want to do. And I'll get the message and I can read it. So yeah, there's options. There's more options to support the channel than Yeah. That lady, she's blaming everybody. I don't like. I'm offended by the way she's blaming everybody for what happened to her. It's not everybody's fault that you got. And listen, I feel bad that that happened to her, but she seems to be bitter to. She seems bitter. She seems bitter, and she seems like she's upset with the people who were there with their families that didn't jump in with this maniac and protect you and your husband. I'm not protecting you and your fucking husband. Now, if you were by yourself, maybe, but still, even then, fuck that.
To be honest. What are you feeling right now that is like bringing that emotion up for you? Is it like reliving what happened? Is it the fact that like you felt like you had your back? Yeah, I mean, my husband had my back, which is amazing. But often, women go through the world alone, and sometimes he can't.
Your husband didn't have your back, you moron. Did she just say her? So think about this. She's calling out everybody there, or the bystander effect, and then she has the nerve to say her husband had her back. I'm offended. I hate these liberal white women, man. I hate liberal white women. This is Portland. I hate liberal white women, man. I hate white liberal women, whatever you want to call it. Liberal white women, white liberal women. I hate them. After saying all of that, she has the nerve to say her husband had her back. Bitch, after you shitted on everybody in the restaurant for not helping you, you got the nerve to say your husband had your back. Your husband didn't have your fucking back. Your husband got his fucking nuts taken. Yeah, her husband was hiding behind her facts. He had your back, all right. This is crazy. These liberal white women are crazy, man. I can't believe she just said that.
What are you feeling right now that is like bringing that emotion up for you? Is it like reliving what happened? Is it the fact that like you felt like you had your back? Yeah, I mean, my husband had my back, which is amazing. But often, women go through the world alone, and sometimes he can't always be there to step in and say, "Hey, don't do that." And obviously,
hey, don't do that. Hey, don't do that. Are you kidding me? Some guy hog spits on you, threatens you and shit over and over again, and your husband said, hey, don't do that? And listen, man, I'm not sitting here trying to act like, things can't happen. I mean, things can happen, man. Anybody can get, punked and shit. Just her, like, I mean, Jesus Christ, she railed on everybody. Nobody helped. Nobody said anything. It was 20 people there. They were the bystander effect. Nobody said anything. Nobody even took a second to even say, hey, tell the man to back off of us. Well, all that smoke should have been for your husband, baby. Your husband, man.
I spoke up for myself, and I'm trying to speak up for myself now. And I phoned the police, and afterwards I was like, you know what, yeah, I think this was a crime that occurred, and it needs to be reported. And I think so for me,
Did she say the race of the guy? Did she ever say the race of the guy? Because I don't recall her saying the race of the guy. Because I'm starting to think this guy's black, because white people don't have a problem checking other white people. Press 1. White people will check each other quick. Hey, bucko, not in here. We don't do that around here, bucko. Hey, buddy, you need to leave. Buddy, you need to leave now. But white people don't have a problem checking each other. This was a person of color, man. This was a person of color. This was a person of color. This was a person of color. It should have said, white men feel so entitled under Trump. She would have definitely said something if it was a white man. Boy Kachina says, read my PayPal. Okay. Salute to you, bro. Taser test the testes of those who get molested. Yo. Oh, wow. Salute to Mandy, man. Amanda, man. Amanda in the building, man. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you about my friend Amanda, man. Let me tell you about my friend Amanda, man. Amanda, man. She's a very special lady, man. Amanda's a very special lady, man. Everybody give Amanda a round of applause, man. Amanda's a very special lady, man. A very special contributor to the program, man. Shout out to Amanda, man. Shout out to Amanda, man. Amanda in the building. Let me tell you about Amanda, man. Did I ever tell you about Amanda? Amanda's special, man. She is special. If this was you, Amanda, I would have. Lord, you don't want to know. That dude don't want to know what I would have did if he the hog spit on Amanda, man. He would have hog spit on Amanda, man. I'd have put these big mitts on him, man. Boom, boom. And I hit hard, man. I don't like to brag and shit. Man, I hit hard. I hit hard, Jack. Some men hit hard too. A lot of some men hit hard. I'm one of them. I'm one of them. I ain't gonna lie to you, Jay. I'm one of them. Yeah, I'm one of the ones that hit hard. A lot of them hit hard, but I'm one of them. Definitely. Without a doubt. But yeah, man, this is crazy, man. Listen. This woman, it's a lot here. I would love to see Anton Daniels, Black Conservative Perspective, and all the other guys do this video, man. To see if there's anything that I missed, man. You know, I would love to see a bunch of the other people do this video, man. Because this is a let me share this video with you guys, man. Share this link with you guys. This is KTU News. Let me share this video with you guys. Let me share this video with you guys out here, man. Jeez. I've been struggling with this Wi-Fi all night. I don't know what the fuck how snow makes Wi-Fi go bad. I just don't understand that. Does the snow like settle on the fucking tower or something? Here it is right here. I just posted the link to this video because I'm interested in what people think about this. And listen, I'm not trying to see her act like I'm a tough guy, but my nigga, man, I would mace fucking the leader of the blood. If the leader of the Bloods did that to me, if the leader of the fucking goddamn fucking Crips did that to me, man, I would have maced his ass. I ain't even gonna lie, man. Like certain shit, some men see differently, and certain some man gonna be like, "Yo," some man gonna take that as disrespect to him. See, that's where you would fuck up with a son man. Press 1. A son man would see that as disrespect to him, not necessarily his wife. He would see it as if you disrespected him to the utmost. You know what I mean? He would take that personally. And you know how sons are with disrespect.
Partly the personal shock of the incident and just feeling like so many crimes go unreported that women or other victims are just too afraid to say anything because they don't know if what happened was even a crime. And so I feel like it's sad, but I think it's really important to empower yourself through educating yourself about the laws in the state and what constitutes harassment.
What law could help you? Like if somebody he spit on you, you don't need a law for that. there's no law that you need that like somebody spits on you. That's human law. They gave this white woman 12 minutes. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. They gave this white woman 12 minutes. This piece is 12 minutes long. They gave her 12 minutes. Look, they gave her 12 minutes. To talk about getting spit on in front of her husband and her husband not doing a motherfucking thing and how mad she is at everybody else for not doing nothing. But her husband got her back and she loved her husband for having her back. Because he told the guy not to do that. Yeah, man.
What constitutes assault, what constitutes, menacing behavior. All those things are crimes punishable with jail time and other things. And so I think it's important that people are aware of what's
Botox. Look at her face. Haggard. She looks like she was beautiful at one point. She looks haggard now because she's got so much Botox and fucking fillers and shit that she fucking made herself look like a fucking Skeletor. I'm sure she was very beautiful. She looked like she was model beautiful before she started doing all that shit to her face. She's tall too. Damn, man. All that beauty she probably had when she was young and she bagged the dude that couldn't do nothing to her. Couldn't do nothing. Listen, man, you spit on a son man wife and he ain't there. If a son man find out, if his son man wife called him like, yeah, this dude just spit on me, and the son man's not there, and the dude, and when he gets there, the dude is gone. The son man will still try to find that dude and kill him. Son man will track that nigga down, man. Some son men will track that guy down.
illegal behavior, and that when they see people being hurt, that they speak up and that they say something. So
police have released images.
Jeez. This is a different story. This is different. This ain't the same one.
Police have released images of the person wanted in connection with the fatal shooting of a 14-year-old boy in the Loop.
Eric is in the South Loop with the details. Eric?
Well, good morning to the both of you. The video and images that were released by police do give you a pretty clear look at the person they want to talk to in connection to this deadly shooting. Not
Everybody knows what this person gonna look like. Press one. Like there's literally no doubt what this person looks like. Like none. There's zero doubt what this person looks like.
long after Chicago lit up its Christmas tree, groups of teenagers began to form in the Loop. Just after 10:30 Friday night, police say the person in purple and a gray hoodie pulled out a gun and opened fire, hitting one teen and killing 14-year-old Armani Floyd near
Yeah, man. We all know who that guy gonna look like, man. Fucking this guy, man. Dressed up like Barney to shoot somebody. He just pulled out a gun and just shot into the crowd and shit. Typical Sunman behavior. Like, not like some men don't got enough empathy to think about like how they would feel if they were somewhere minding their business and somebody they didn't know just shot them for no reason. They don't have the empathy to feel to understand that. That's why they do stuff like that. Normal people are like, damn, that dude, I'm mad at that guy right there that's standing in that crowd. First of all, they probably just wouldn't do it. But if they gonna do it, they would probably just walk up and shoot that guy. Sons would just shoot everybody right there. It's so crazy how they behave, man. They just shoot everybody right there. And here's the thing. It's not like in a setting like this, it's not like you're standing with your friends, right? You're just it's so many people down there that like the person next to you doesn't have to even know you, because it's like being at a parade, right? Like you're at a parade. The person next to you don't know that motherfucker. The people behind you don't know them. You're just standing there, enjoying the parade. And some Sunman sees his op and just shoots the whole fucking area right there. Everybody in the little area right there. And they do that all the time. That's why they lead the nation in mass shootings. That's why we lead the nation in mass shootings. Because we do that all the time. We do shit like that all the time. That's common practice for some men, to shoot into a crowd. That shit is common practice.
Police say the person in purple in a gray hoodie pulled out a gun and opened fire, hitting one teen and killing 14-year-old Armani Floyd near Dearborn and Adams.
He was going to be on the path to success. Like, he was going to make it up there. But it's like really sad that he got his life cut short.
Armani was remembered by friends earlier this week as a smart, athletic boy.
We will be looking at the curfew ordinance that unfortunately the mayor vetoed. Had that ordinance been in place, it would have been implemented. This is a tool that would have been used by the police.
That ordinance would have allowed police to impose a snap curfew anywhere in the city with a 30-minute notice. The mayor's office said police already have the tools they need and a snap curfew would not be effective. Hopkins disagrees, saying the current curfew rules aren't enough.
They actually did start enforcing the curfew when the law allowed them to Friday night, which was 10 p.m. But by then it was too late. The shootings had already occurred.
The shooting that killed Floyd happened just minutes after another shooting Friday in the Loop. In total, 9 teens were hit, the victims ranging in age from 13 to 18.
Let's go back to X, man. Fucking Dave Matthews. Who knows Dave Matthews Band? The space between. Dave Matthews, man. I used to like Dave Matthews Band, man. They were pretty good, man. They were pretty fucking good, man. Dave Matthews has a message for us, though, man. Dave Matthews has a message for y'all.
What a disgusting human being. Donald Trump is just beyond, have to find a different way across the road here. What a beyond despicable, disgusting human being he is. What a shallow, horrifying, selfish, greedy, cruel little pig he is. Anyway, I hate that while we all mourn the loss of a cultural icon, this withering turd of a human just puts poison in the air. I just don't understand it. I don't understand how it's possible to think like that and be alive.
Oh, so Donald Trump is disgusting. My, how we forget, man. How dare you call Donald Trump disgusting, Dave Matthews? I'm old enough to remember when you did this, Dave Matthews. In 2004, the Dave Matthews Band tour bus dumped 800 pounds of human waste off of Chicago's Kinsey Street Bridge onto an open-top sightseeing boat. Chicago's Little Lady, sailing in the river below, soaking 2/3 of the 120 passengers on board. On August 8th, 2004, a tour bus belonging to the American rock group Dave Matthews Band dumped an estimated 800 pounds, 360 kilograms of human waste from the bus's black water tank through the Kinsey Street Bridge in Chicago onto an open-top passenger sightseeing boat sailing in the Chicago River below. The incident became popular as the Dave Matthews Band incident, or Poopgate. The members of Dave Matthews Band were not on or near the bus during the incident. The band's bus driver, Stefan Wohl, initially denied dumping the waste and was supported by the band. However, he was later determined to be the only person on the bus during the incident. In April 2005, he pleaded guilty to dumping, and the band fired him without pay. As part of the band's 2005 legal settlement with the state of Illinois, in exchange for the band not admitting guilt to the incident in court, its members agreed to pay $200,000 fine to fund environmental protection efforts and other related causes. They also donated $100,000 to two groups that protect the river and the surrounding area. Yeah, Dave. I don't care if you wasn't on the boat. You're disgusting. You did that shit. You did that shit because we said you did it. You blaming Donald Trump for everything. We blaming you for shit too. You fucking piece of shit. Dave fucking Matthews. All these Hollywood types are woke. All these fucking old white men hate Donald Trump. They jealous. What's this, acupuncture? Is this acupuncture?
Oh, I feel it. It's out.
How's it feeling?
Very tight. Oh, that hurt.
We're almost done, okay? 2 out. 2 out.
That's out.
That's it.
The fuck was that? Jake Paul got knocked out, y'all. I mean, I don't see what's shocking about this, man.
Right there. And look at Jake Paul's face. A little reaction there out of Jake Paul, but when he gets caught with his hands down.
He must have been getting beat to the body because he got his hands down too low. He must have been scared to take a body punch. Yeah, he was. He. Right there, it's too late. It's too late. You can tell he already knows it's too late. It's too late. He see it coming. He know it's coming.
And his chin served on a platter for that right hand right there. And look at Jake Paul's.
Hey, he didn't get knocked out, though. He didn't get knocked out. He didn't get knocked out.
Face. He knew it right away. He said, woo! I know that's Ric Flair, and he came out not to Ric Flair. He came out to Hulk Hogan, but he's up on his feet. A little reaction there out of Jake Paul, but when he gets caught with his hands down and his chin served on a platter for that right.
This was crazy. So he was detained by loss prevention, right? This guy was detained by loss prevention, but they didn't pat him down. They brought him back, you know, when they write you up and shit and they ban you from the store. They was doing that, right? And they called the cop back there too. So the cops back there and the loss prevention back there, and they're writing him up, getting ready to ban him from the store or whatever.
Hey! No! Get back! Eat up.
That knee to the face wasn't hard enough. That knee to the face wasn't hard enough, man.
Give me some hands now.
Attempted murder, white boy. That's attempted murder, man. He fired the gun. The gun didn't go off. Listen, he fired it. It didn't go off. Watch him. He fired it.
Hey! No!
Did you hear the clip? He fired it, but it didn't go off.
Hey! No! Get back!
Damn. Oh yeah, Anderson Silva. He won his fight, but the guy he beat wasn't no boxer though. He beat Woodley. He ain't no boxer. He lost to Jake Paul. The guy who Anderson knocked out by Jake Paul. Yeah, man. Salute to everybody out here, man. This is a great show, man. We coming back tomorrow, man. Don't you fret, man. We coming back tomorrow, man. Live and direct, man. Tomorrow, man. Salute to everybody. Shout out to Amanda, man. Amanda in the building. Salute out to everybody, man. everybody, Deluxe, all you guys, man. Couch, all you guys, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Everybody in the building, man. Salute to everybody. All you guys, man. Same black time, same black channel. Out of here.